This is the Credit One One-on-One with Noah Hanifin. Noah, how are you spending these couple of days between series here?
Yeah, it's been nice just to recover a little bit and relax. A few good days in here, just going over the next series and getting meetings in. But I think anytime you can get some rest this time of year is important. So just trying to take advantage of these days because we know it's going to be busy coming up.
Speaking of the next series, what was your initial reaction to Edmonton being the opponent in round two?
Yeah, it's exciting. I think for us, obviously, we know Edmonton's a really good team, and they're one of the best teams in the league. And going to the Cup last year, we know it's going to be a tough challenge for us. But I think we're excited for the opportunity, and just to get going on home ice will be huge. So I think that the group's pretty excited about it.
So you were not here during the 2023 run, during that second round series with Edmonton, but you know them very well, especially, for one, you have played them in the playoffs, and B, just between the Battle of Alberta rivalry. How would you explain that rivalry and what stands out to you about them as a team?
Yeah, I think, going way back, in Calgary, it was a pretty intense rivalry, and losing them in the playoffs a couple of years ago was tough. But they're a good team, and obviously being in Edmonton, a Canadian market, it's a big deal up there, and it's a lot of fun playing on the road up there. So it should be pretty intense, and I think obviously for this team over the last couple of years, they've formed a great rivalry with them, and beating them a couple of years ago, it should be a good test here coming up for us, and we're looking forward to it. What
was kind of the chatter around the locker room amongst guys who were here during that second round series in 2023 about what this rivalry has become?
Yeah, I think just talking to some of the guys, they all say it was probably the hardest series that they went about in that playoff run. So we know it'll be tough. It'll be a challenge, and obviously with this group beating them, I'm sure they're going to try to come out and set the tone a little bit, but it should be exciting. You got to go through good teams to get to the end goal, and Edmonton's in the way for us. So, like I said, we're really excited for the opportunity.
How are they a different team now than they were 2, 3, 4 years ago?
They've always been good, but I think a few years ago they relied more on their top guys. I think now they have a lot more depth, and they're spreading it out a little bit more, which can be tough. Obviously, depending on the situation of the game, they can put their top players on the ice, but anytime you can get depth scoring and that bottom six that's contributing to their team, I think that makes it for more of a challenge for us. But I think our strongest asset as a team is our depth, so it should be a good challenge.
What is this matchup like for a defenseman?
It'll be tough. Obviously, they got some really good forwards and offensive ability. A little bit different than Minnesota. That was more of a forechecking heavy team. I think these guys are more of a rush team and can create a lot of offense out of nothing. So I think as a D-core, we just got to be tight, keep our gaps good, just the things we worked on all year, but you just got to raise the level.
We've seen Bruce Cassidy and John Stevens mix up the D pairs for different reasons at different times. I'm curious, how are things different for you when you're paired with Alex Pietrangelo versus when you're paired with Zach Whitecloud, knowing that we could see both of those during the series?
I think it just depends, like you said, on the situation. I think sometimes when I'm with Petro, I think we can create some offense out there and look to contribute depending on the situation of the game. I think when I'm with Whitey, just more not shut down pair, but we know what our responsibility is. Just be hard against top players and make sure keeping the puck out of the net. And for me, I'm super comfortable playing with both guys. They're both great teammates and great players. So I think that's it's helpful that we can kind of go in that direction if we need to.
You mentioned depth, but what else did round one teach you, not only about where your team is at, but also what more you have to give as this run continues? Yeah,
it's anytime you go through a battle like that in the first round, you realize how hard it is just to get to the end, and it's not easy. I think for us, getting some of our depth scoring at big times, big moments, I think that was huge for our whole team. Just the confidence we have in everybody, no matter what the situation is, we can put guys out there and know we're going to contribute. So I think that was really important for our group. And obviously towards the end of the series, our top guys up front really stepped up and took over. And that was something we needed at that time of the series. So I think it was a good learning experience for us, and it was a good battle, which sets you up for the rest of the playoffs.
Well, Noah, good luck here in round two, and thank you so much for doing
this. Thanks, Ash. Appreciate it.
This was the Credit One One-on-One.